Yo, what's going on? 2 minute warning. Football Fury. Back at it again. Season's almost over, sadly to say. But before the playoffs, the Super Bowl, we got Tim. You there? Could you hear me, Tim?
I'm sorry, brother. I had difficulties. I'm good now.
Hey, you went in and out for a minute, Sean.
I'm
Yeah,
good. I'm good. Hey, listen. We have a good show today. We all know it's going to be the New England Spy Deflate-Gate versus the PED Grease Hawks. Excuse me. So next week. So it's going to be fun. Let's let's go with the first quarter.
Oh man.
Did the Seattle Seahawks win the game, or did the Green Bay Packers give them the game? Let's start off.
All right, y'all. Here's the funniest thing. I wanted to say so hard that, the Seahawks won this game until I realized the one rule that Green Bay broke. You never do zero coverage in overtime. I'll say it again. Don't do zero coverage in overtime. Zero coverage, let Tim Tebow win a playoff game in overtime. Zero coverage lets you lose in the exact way that they lost. For the love of God and all things holy, never do that. It's almost, when you run zero coverage in overtime, that's literally saying, you know what, guys, I'm tired of playing. Let's just lose. So that's what happened in that game. They ran zero coverage, and they said, clearly, if they pass, we're going to, let's go home. I want some cheese. So Green Bay lost that game, only for that one reason alone. Everything in regulation, I'm not giving luck. That was Seahawks. But it always happens in OT. Don't run that zero coverage, man.
I would go a little bit in a different direction. I'm with you, but in the same direction. The Seahawks won this game, and they won this game convincingly. Just like Doug Baldwin said, it's not about the first 30 minutes. This is about the last 30 minutes. And then the last 30 minutes plus, however, I think it was only 3 minutes into overtime.
Mm-hmm.
They outscored the Packers 28-6. Dog, when you have four touchdowns worth of points and you only got two field goals to show for it, you don't deserve to win. That's not closing out games. That's saying, hey, we've beaten them up pretty good in the first half. Let's put on our Super Bowl hats now and book our flights. And then instead of, hey, we still got another half to play. Because there was a lot of people saying, oh, well, maybe, the Green Bay should have did this, they should have that, they gave away the game, blah, blah, blah. No. The Seahawks had to come out and take the game. Russell Wilson was playing as worse as he ever could have imagined. Beast mode was bottled up in the first half. Their defense was bending but not breaking, but giving up points still. So, lost for the Seahawks. All the Packers have to do was get some first downs, sustain some drives, and you win this game easily. They decided to take the foot off the gas, and they let the Seattle Seahawks come back and win, and they made the plays to actually come back and win. You can't. It's a giving game if they're down by 3, and then they come back and win that way. You don't choke. That's choking. 16 points, that's choking. That's saying, hey, you know what? We're better than you. We know you're better than you. We're going to wait, and we're going to come back, and we're going to beat you.
All right. Excuse me, fellas. Excuse me. I know I'm about to be on in a few minutes. All right, here's the thing, y'all. The Green Bay Packers gave them the game. I'm sorry. I feel what you guys were talking about. I respect it. The Green Bay Packers gave Seattle Seahawks the game. First of all, we're under 4 minutes left in the game. Morgan Burnett gets an interception. He slides. I mean, we have seen so many times when when a defensive back gets the pick and he slides. Not saying there was somebody around him. There was nobody in front of him. he could have got 30, 40 yards, and he could have left with a field goal, if less. He slid. Once he slid, Green Bay had the ball. They ran it twice. They threw it twice. They gave it back to Seattle. If they would have ran that clock off, it wouldn't have led to a Marshawn Lynch big catch, which led to a Marshawn Lynch score. It wouldn't have led to an onside kick by Bostic, who's probably the most hated man in Green Bay right now. It wouldn't have led to overtime. All he had to do was take that interception, Morgan Burnett, go halfway down the field. If Green Bay couldn't do anything with 4 downs, at least could have left with a field goal. And guess what? They in the Super Bowl. But you know what? I'm happy. I am happy they didn't do that. They didn't do that. The MVP, the bad man, they didn't do anything. He didn't do anything right. He could not connect on a first down with 2 throws. 2 throws. And there we go. See, I'm just calling how I saw the game. Of course, we got our different views, but I think Green Bay gave away the game by mismanagement. All they had to do on the 4 minutes was take that ball, run it, get a first down, game over. And on top of that, amazing. Seattle had 1 timeout. 1 timeout. Oh my God!
See, but that's the thing, Tim. Because now to go back from your first statement about the Burnett interception where he slid, he wouldn't have ran for 30 or 40 yards. That was only a 20-yard pass. So I mean, like they were all the defenders, the offensive, they were right there. And what coaches tell defenders to do all the time: when you can, if you can, when it's necessary, slide, get down, because defensive players are defensive players for a reason. They have no ball handling skills. They will fumble. They are known to fumble. It's like, what's worse, trying to run it back for unnecessary yards and fumbling, or just getting down? All his teammates were telling him his teammates were standing in his path saying, "Get down."
How many, Mo?
It was at least 2 dudes. It was at least 2 dudes.
Yeah, no, they stopped them. That's what you supposed to do. Fault, though. They soft. And that's why you're right. They gave them the game. Because they could turn around.
There you go, Mike. Say it, Mike.
They soft. I'm going to tell you straight up and down. You know what? I mean, no, I'm not trying to take away from Seattle, because what they did was amazing. But you know what? I'm going to let out the rage. Mike McCarthy is a punk sissy boy. When he had the ball, he ran the ball 5 times, let him take timeouts. When my boy Aaron Rodgers was dealing, at least give him 2 passes to get the first down. Punk sissy boy. Bostic. First of all, in a tight situation like that, you didn't coach your dumbass brickhand ass tight end to block the guy who actually got the ball. His job was literally to block the guy who got the ball. But he wanted to be a hero. I put that on coaching still. Everything was on McCarthy. And he said, well, if we leave 16-0, I guess we'll win. Tee-hee-hee-hee-hee. But you know what? The teams that realize football is just a game and not this stock portfolio with 401ks. Nah. The people who splurge, the Patriots and the Seahawks, they playing for the Super Bowl right now. The people who say, F it, I'm 21, I got a credit card, them dudes are actually playing for the chip. What McCarthy did, he was that nerd, and he ain't living right now. Hey, he might get a Super Bowl 10 years down the line, or he might get a heart attack and die. But that's what McCarthy did. And I hate them for it. I really hate, because you know why? They almost made my ridiculous pick come true. They almost made my pick based off of nothing on football come true, and it would have been sweeter.
Right.
But they took that away from me.
See,
F you, McCarthy.
Well, the thing, I mean, the Packers, they shouldn't have been in this game. They wasn't a better team. Aaron Rodgers, I don't know where you got Aaron Rodgers dealing. Maybe he dealing some street pharmaceuticals, because he wasn't dealing in this game. He had 19 for 34, 178 yards, and 1 touchdown. That's not Aaron Rodgers right there. That's more Andy Dalton than anybody. So I mean, like Aaron Rodgers was visibly hurt this whole game. Even on that third down scramble where he got the first down, he literally limped all the way to the sideline. If that's 100% Aaron Rodgers, he's still running right now. So I mean, it's just to the point where I can see why McCarthy was trying to give the ball to Eddie Lacy, who was hot, and he ran pretty well in that game. So against Aaron Rodgers, because I mean he was already running. Like you got one guy who can run, one guy who can't run. I mean, because you also, even though the game wasn't over, you still have to look ahead. Aaron Rodgers has been hurt for the last month now. If you do hold on and win, you still got to get this guy ready for the Super Bowl. Did Aaron Rodgers look like anybody who's going to be ready to play a Super Bowl? Aaron Rodgers is ready for that golf course right now. He's ready for some long rehab stints because I'm like, yeah, like it's just I would. And you know what? When
look at that last drive when he went in no huddle. He was dealing. There was some flashes in that second half where if he just let go of the vest just a little bit, I saw some passes to Jordy Nelson for 12 yards, and then they go conservative again. Like, I don't know. I know the stats don't say it, but if you saw that game, there were chances for Aaron Rodgers to take over, and McCarthy just said, but we're up. No. It's scary out there, and that's why they ain't playing in 2 weeks.
You know what? And I actually went on that last drive when they had that 3rd and 15, and I was saying to myself, they're in a passing formation. Please do not pass the ball. Please don't pass the ball. Just run the ball up the middle, and then let your defense, who's been doing a great job this entire game. 5 turnovers. They forced 5 turnovers. They're doing a great job. Trust your defense to get this W. I don't want to see Aaron Rodgers try to get flushed out of pocket, throw a pass, and then the ball drop incomplete, and then the clock stops for Seattle. No, you keep that clock going. You got to keep that clock going. That's why I'm like, yes, I'm glad that they did that. They did choke, by the way. They really did choke that, by the way. They choked it, by the way. But no, they choked, by the way. But Seattle strangled them. Seattle strangled them.
Okay, I'll give you that one. I like that one. They choked because Seattle strangled them.
Yes.
Listen, my whole thing was, and of course, look, I can't hide it. You guys know me. I'm a big Cowboys fan. And when I saw that game, I said, you know what? If the Cowboys was in that game, we would have beat them. I know you guys know that. I know Sean knows that. You know, Sean won't admit it verbally, but he knows deep inside his heart. We would have won that game. You know, there's no questions. But, you know, I'm just so happy to see that. And I hope the NFL realizes that Aaron Rodgers is not all that, man. He is not all of that.
All right.
Listen, hold on. Wait, listen to me.
Right,
listen, hold on. Listen, he's not all that. I know when you're a big time quarterback, you don't. When big moments, you win. I mean, guys like Eli Manning has won. Mike, you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
My thing is,
all right.
Where was
Here's I'm gonna stretch you down. When any of your big time quarterbacks has one leg and they beat your 12-4 Cowboys team on one leg, that's big time. And I don't care that you didn't get your damn call. What really happened was y'all asses got beat that whole second half. Keep it funky. Y'all they dominated the ball and forced fumbles. Y'all got dominated. Aaron Rodgers came up big in that game, and in overtime they ran zero coverage. That ain't on Aaron Rodgers. That is literally the formula to lose. He didn't even get to touch the ball in overtime. So that was his drive that got them to overtime. Now they coming up big on one leg.
But hold on, Mike. Here's the thing, Mike. The whole thing is that if under 4 minutes left, when you got the ball, it took you 1 minute to give away that ball back to Seattle. you're supposed to have drained it. It's supposed to be at least 2 minutes.
That was right. That was McCarthy. He played as good as he could on one leg.
Wait a minute. I agree with you, McCarthy, but Roger got something to do with it as well. And
yeah.
You the bad man? There you go. They both deserve the blame.
Here's my thing, though. You just like the context. You just like to ignore the context just to dump on this man. So you telling me when the weather was terrible, both teams were struggling to hold on to the ball on one leg, literally. This is not even figuratively. Literally on one leg, you're going to be like, oh, yeah, come up big.
All right, hold on. Now, I have to correct you there. When Tony Romo played Seattle in week 4, that first play when he got hit, he hurt his back. All right? He's a Carter. Now, they say it's very painful. He stood in the game and he was able to win with a broken back on top of surgery. So, what are we going to say? And on top of that, I keep it real. The Seattle Seahawks defense was more fresh to them than it was now. Way more fresh to them than it was now. So I gotta say, maybe the bad man is Tony Romo and not Aaron Rodgers.
The bad man would have been playing on Sunday if he was that bad.
Listen, the referee. Listen, I keep it funky. I'm gonna use your quote, Mike. You just said, listen, Tony Romo don't play defense. Our defense.
And neither did Green Bay. Zero coverage in overtime. That's all I gotta say. Zero coverage in overtime. It's a rule. It's a rule. Zero coverage in overtime. It's a rule.
That was Technobo a win. A Technobo win.
They literally ran zero coverage. They said, well, let's see what the Steelers did against Tebow. I hope this works for me.
But Mike,
end of the quarter.
So I'll be saying that.
We will bring this back up in overtime.
All right.
In overtime. Moving on.
Second quarter.
Oh man.
All right. We got the Spygate. All right. Now we got the footballs being deflated by the New England Patriots. Their hands are all over everything. Right now, it looks like they've been cheaters again. They are the cheaters again. How do we feel about them?
Can I go first? Because I've been holding this in for a while.
I want you to.
I've been holding this for a while. I am sick to death of these dudes, man. Like, it's like they're like the smart kid in class, who's just so much better at math than everybody else in class, but just finds itself so boring that they gotta just mess around with other people. They gotta do stuff that's against the rules, just for some fun or something. I'm like, yo, you don't need to do this. They don't what did we all say on last week? The Colts had no chance of winning this game. The Colts. Yeah. If you thought the Colts were going to win this game, you just never watched football in your life. Yes, you just never saw football. So you don't need to do this. Why are you doing this? Especially now, the deflated balls. Now people are coming out and saying, "Oh well, yeah, look at the score. It didn't really matter." Blah blah blah. So what? It's still cheating. Cheating is cheating. It's against the rules. They probably stopped doing it at halftime because it got brought to the ref's attention, and then they reflated the balls. It's just that they didn't need to do it because Andrew Luck was on the field. Andrew Luck was going to give you the ball anyway, deflated or not. So it doesn't matter. And LeGarrette Blount rushed for 30 times for 148 yards and 3 touchdowns. This man did not need it. He could have been holding a golf ball in his pocket. It didn't matter what kind of ball it was. He was going to run over the Colts defense. I could have had 100 yards on the Colts defense. It doesn't need it. That's why I am so mad about it, because they do this constantly. They step across the line habitually. They are habitual line steppers. They do this all the time. Like, why? It's not even necessary. You guys gotta lose some draft picks, man.
We need a Charlie Murphy meme for that.
Yeah.
Yo, we need a Charlie Murphy meme for that. Habitual, not liars.
They're habitual. They're habitual cheaters. Like, what are you doing?
You know what? So usually, I will work out a little bit later, and if I work out too late, I'll skip the shower and do the show. But the funk and the sissified Rudy Poo jabroni comments that I read all day had me so dirty that I had to risk being late so I could wash off y'all funk from my body. Yes, they deserve a penalty. Belichick is a jerk. Okay. But all you people crying for death penalties and not playing in the Super Bowl, find a corner and kill yourself. Because you know what? Everybody does this. And my main issue that gets me mad is that y'all don't want to admit it. Y'all ignore it on purpose because it's not your team. And because the Patriots have been winning for 15 years, y'all want to make them look like the only people that cheat. So where were y'all when my boy Pete Carroll was being fined for hitting too much in practice? And I'll tell you one thing. If you think a deflated ball gives you an advantage, hitting more in practice is proven to reduce injuries. Because when the hit went down, everyone got injured. But the Seahawks were hitting more. So they had an advantage. And where was the tears? Oh, right. I didn't hear a damn thing when that happened. I didn't hear a damn thing when that happened. When the PEDs came out. What? They still using PEDs. You know what? At football, LeBron James is still using PEDs. No one cares.
It might.
But when we talk about deflated balls, y'all won't say the truth. It's not the fact that they were deflated balls. It is the fact that the Patriots had it, and y'all just tired of them winning. Get over yourselves. They're one of the best organizations in the league. Calm down. Lose your draft pick. Get your 5 and call it a day.
Hey, Mike. Is this long enough? You said for me to kill myself, so I'm one of those fans. So look like this.
Actually, no, Tim. It has to be
just gonna break the wall.
It's an inch. Tim, it gotta be an inch.
It was long enough, though.
It's long enough, but it's not thick enough.
All right. Well, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. And I understand that whether the ball was deflated or not, it's not gonna, 40. It was 45-7. I look at it as the style of play between. First of all, the identities on both teams. You got the Patriots who are known for running the football. They run the football, throw short passes. So if the ball is deflated, it's not going to really affect them. However, the Colts, it can affect because their identity is throwing that ball 24/7. It's been like that all year. They're both between Brady and Luck. They average about 4 yards a throw in this game. Now, my thing is, you got LeGarrette Blount ran for 3 scores. Tom Brady threw for 3 scores. He threw for 3 scores, and they were all short passes. When DeQuell Jackson got the interception, that was when he complained, like, why the ball so light? Playing video showed that. He complained about the football. Now, there was another video being brought out where they changed the football when the coach was about to punt the ball. Not when the Patriots had the ball, but when the coach was about to punt the ball. So if you punt a ball that's deflated, that means you're going to get that much hang time. It's going to be a short punt, which happened. And the video showed that. All I'm saying is, it's just too much with the Patriots. Too much. Why play a straight up game? I'm not going to come out and say because the ball was deflated, they scored 45 and the coach came out with 7. I can't say that. You can't predict that. But I will say why when it's certain negative into cheating, the Patriots got their hands on it. That's what I'm saying. I think this.
Why? And I'm telling you why. Because everybody wants them. Here's the thing. Bill Belichick, he's a terrible human being. He's probably on a Michael Jordan level of coaches, which has wild success and is so successful everyone ignores how terrible he is. He's terrible to the media, and that's the main point. He's terrible to the media, so they want him too. So my thing is,
right.
The overreaction from everybody else on them is because they already had a target on their backs. And it's not like every quarterback isn't doing this. That's my problem. My problem is everybody's doing this. Brad Johnson, the article came out. He had his balls doctored for the Super Bowl. Like, some quarterbacks like more air, which is against the rules also, like Aaron Rodgers. no one even batted an eye. So my thing is, yes,
Right.
because Belichick is a jackass, he is. Lose the draft picks, get your fines. I'm not saying he's absolved from punishment. But I'm saying you people fined for some SMU death penalty, shut the hell up. Shut up. What do you want?
See,
you look in one corner with a magnifying glass, you're going to find something in that one area.
But that's the thing. There's always something to find, and it always happens to be the Patriots. I don't want the Patriots to cheat. I don't want the Patriots to get caught cheating. I want them to lose. I want them to lose every game by 50. I hate the Patriots. I hate anything Boston. We've already been through this. I want them to lose every game. I don't want them to cheat. I want them to play the game honestly and fair so they can lose by a lot and I can laugh at them. I don't want them to win anything. See, my point is, I know for a fact that deflating that ball had nothing to do with them winning that game. They was going to win that game anyway. Like I as much as I hated to admit, I knew the Patriots were going to Super Bowl as soon as they beat the Ravens, because that's why I picked the Ravens to go to Super Bowl, because that was the only team that I felt like left in the playoffs that could stand up to the Patriots and beat them. And it had not been for some gadget trick plays the Ravens would have beat the Patriots, which is funny because people are slamming Russell Wilson for them throwing a trick play with their punter, but that's none of my business. Anyway, all I'm saying is that these people, it's constant with them. Like, it's just, hey, if it's not one thing, it's another thing. They're always underhanded, undermined, kind of like they go right up to the line, and sometimes they take a foot off the line. It's just you just don't need to do it.
But Maurice, here's the point. Y'all really think it's just the Patriots because the media hates them.
But that's the point. That's the point. It doesn't matter.
Every single team in the league is doing this.
So no. You have to show me some proof. You have to show me some proof before you can say every team in the league is doing this. If you show me some proof, then I will be the first one to be to slam every individual team.
Deflating the ball is like doctoring a pitch. And no one says nothing until they get pissed.
And you know what? But if we don't know about it, I mean, because now all of a sudden today, because
they don't like
because it was on national TV. It was literally shown on national TV. We can see him looking at the ball, saying, "Look, this isn't right," and showing it to the ref. So everybody's like, "Hey, what is he talking about?" Hey, and then reporters ask him about it and say, "Hey, this ball didn't feel right." Oh, then it's underflated. 11 out of 12 balls underflated. I mean, there's no conspiracy there. There's no conspiracy there. It's like, hey, look, it's C-spot run, C-spot cheat. Like, it's like that. That's what it is. I mean, like, we can see you doing it.
But Mo, you know one thing, like you came out and you said that name me a team. Now, this is crazy because Aaron Rodgers said that he overflows plays the ball. He likes it like, and who is Brad Johnson, who played for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who is, especially, our very own.
That's my quarterback.
That's my quarterback. Michael Ford is a big fan. Of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He admitted that he paid $7,500 to the ball boys. Now, here's my thing. If it's so normal and it's so good, why am I tipping $7,500? You know why? Because you're cheating.
Because
you're doing something that you're not supposed to be doing. You're trying to get over. And all I'm saying is, listen. I understand it was raining, it was snowing, and things like that, and it makes it easy for you to grip the ball. But guess what? This is football. The guys, I didn't see Eli Manning had to do that to win a Super Bowl 6 times in a row. Mike, I'm sorry to say his name.
Wait, 6 times.
What are you?
No, 6 bowl games. 6 bowl games.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
okay. I'm like, wait.
But man, it's guys like Big Ben.
You did this on purpose.
Yeah,
So this
he
is
did.
this is the
Yeah,
jackass.
See, look, and I'm gonna stop you, and I'm gonna stop you right.
You guys, you gotta wrap it up.
Listen,
Wrap it up. Wrap it
let's
up.
keep it real.
Oh no!
You got guys
All I
who
want to
are
say.
champions who never got caught doing it.
All I want to say is this. All I want to say is this. If one person, if Tom Brady was the only person that did this, okay, that's bad. If Brad Johnson comes out and says it, yeah, that's bad too. But guess what? Brad Johnson's in the league anymore. He's on SportsCenter. I can't do nothing to Brad Johnson.
This is gonna go on forever.
No. I just got one more.
Let him finish.
Brian Dawkins brought up an excellent point on ESPN today, because when some other guy, I forget the guy's name, he doesn't matter. He said that he also knew guys who like to have the ball a certain way, and he said, look, if the rule is 13 psi, why does everybody get the right to change it? Shouldn't there be some type of enforcement to stop that from happening? It should be 13 psi no matter what, because if the league was ready to bar Marshawn Lynch from playing in a game for golden shoes, what's the penalty on this?
Look.
On that note, moving on to the next quarter.
Fair enough. Let's go to that third. Y'all Patriot haters, man. Grow up. Stop hating.
I'm a Patriot hater. That's nothing new. In other news, water is wet.
He's on PED. See, all the Seattle fans are taking PEDs too. See what I'm saying? Sean, watching you, Sean. Watching you.
No one talks about Pete Carroll.
Yeah.
I'll take a piss test right now for you right now.
It's the NFL. Everybody on Pez. Everybody on Pez.
10% alcohol.
All right, listen. Okay, now we have the Green Bay Packers and the Colts. They both are eliminated. What do these two teams need to do to in the offseason to come back to the playoffs?
I mean, the Green Bay Packers are in a good place. They got the running game, probably a little bit more strength on the O-line. And, I say just pick up a little more on defense and tell Clinton Diggs to knock down a two-point conversion and stop being a punk. Yeah, and tell Morgan Burnett to actually run the ball and stop being a punk. And, I mean, I think pickups on linebacker, give him some depth on the D-line. A little more pass rushing would help those corners and safeties make their job easier. I actually think they're not that far off, the Packers. The Colts? Ooh, Lord Jesus. Wholesale. I mean, they need everything. They need O-linemen. They need running backs. They need wide receivers. Because if you're telling me T.Y. Hilton's a number one, I have a lake in a swamp that I can sell you. Like, he's a slot. He's like a poor man's salsa guy. The guy from the Giants. I forgot his name already. Because he didn't play with him.
Cruz.
He's a poor man's Victor Cruz. Thank you. He's a poor man's Victor Cruz. That's it. And they try to put Akeem Nicks with him. That's how much they knew he was Victor Cruz. So
yeah, exactly.
They need so much on that team.
Yeah.
Thank God they got the quarterback, but they're missing a pass rush.
They literally missed everything else.
Yeah, they have quarterback and it's one dude and they got 10 vacancies. Figure it out. Maybe Anthony Costanza could stay at left tackle.
What the Colts need to do is, well, speaking about they already have the quarterback. What the Colts need to do is stop these negotiations right now with Andrew Luck, because what I'm hearing is that they're trying to give him $25 million per season right now and have him be the highest player in the NFL. Okay, cool. I understand that you're trying to pay him for based on potential, because he really hasn't done anything. I mean, yeah, he's won the worst division in football. Cool story, bro. I can get that, but you need help. You need a lot of help.
Yes.
If you give Andrew Luck all the money, how are you going to sign anybody else? How are you going to keep T.Y. Hilton? How are you going to keep all these, or like, how are you going to keep your tight end? Forget Kobe Fleener. How are you supposed to keep these guys? How are you supposed to keep anybody? You know, if you give Andrew Luck all the money, Andrew Luck's going to be sitting there is like that dude Drake said, I guess it's just me, myself, and all my millions. Because that's what it's about to be. Like you need. So I hear that they have a clause where they can extend his rookie contract for another 2 years. At least extend it for at least one. Hold off on that as long as you can to pay him, man. Because we know you're gonna pay him. He don't got a Super Bowl yet. So you should wait for Russell Wilson's contract and get an aim under that, because he should understand that you ain't got the hardware yet. Now with Packers, they're in a much better position. They just need some help, like you said. They just need some help a little bits and pieces on the defense, to strengthen that up. Like the linebacker depth is great. AJ Hawk really hasn't been playing as much as he usually does. They moved Clay Matthews to the inside, and he's undersized for that. Julius Peppers, he's just getting old, man. I mean, like he had a fairly decent season this year, but he can't keep doing it forever. I mean, especially at a linebacker position where they're expecting him to pass rush or to cut cover. He can't keep doing that. So I'm looking for them to, like, hey, mainly defense for them.
Well, okay. Well, I'm gonna start with the Green Bay Packers. First of all, Cobb is a free agent. Randall Cobb is a free agent, so that's a big loss for them, because I don't think Jordy Nelson is that tough number one receiver. Now, Devontae Adams, I think, will be better than Jordy Nelson for the number one spot in the future. You also got Boykin, who's a free agent, so that slot receiver is something they're going to have to fill up in the NFL draft, or if they can get somebody free in free agency. Now, you also have the tight end position. Ever since Philly went down, they haven't had anybody to fill that spot, especially not Boston. I doubt he's going to be there next year.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to get in the rotation.
He's done.
I don't think he's getting in the rotation.
Yeah, I think his NFL career is over. So hopefully not. I wish no bad on nobody. So Boston, you definitely ain't going to be there. But on the defensive side of the ball, like Maurice said, you got to try to get that middle linebacker, because Matthews is too undersized for that position. Yeah. I believe Julius Pepper will stay another year, so it wouldn't hurt to add another pass rush on the other side. That's pretty much it for Green Bay. For the Colts now listen, they're gonna have to pay Andrew Luck, because again, you don't pay a player whether he won the hardware. You gotta pay him because he can lead you to the playoffs. Once the playoffs happens, that's a wrap. Now, they need defense. They need defense badly. That's the issue. It wouldn't help to get another starting corner. Mike Adams is the only the best thing they have in the secondary. DePaul Jackson is a good linebacker.
Vontae Davis.
Vontae Davis is a good corner. So it wouldn't help to just improve that secondary a little bit.
Just don't say Sergio Brown. That dude be getting thrown out the club by Grunt.
And then on offense, on the offensive side of the ball, you got, remember, Reggie Wayne is getting old. Hakeem Nicks is a free agent.
He might walk.
Yeah, he needs to walk. He should walk. Dante McCreevy is still a young stud. And I'm sorry, T.Y. Hilton is not a number one receiver. He's not. He is not a number one receiver. He is another Victor Cruz who's playing better playing the outside role. One
catch, 36 yards. That's all.
Yeah, so
that's all.
The ball was deflated. So maybe it was deflated. So
Yeah. Get an asterisk
for that. Genius, boy. I tell you, boy, that bookie coach, he good. So but that's what the coach need to do to improve, and a running game.
Yes.
I am sorry.
Yes.
That's a key. They need to get a running back. I'm sorry, Indianapolis coach, you're not touching DeMarco Murray. He may be staying for discount price in Dallas. So
maybe
you may want to Mark Ingram. C.J. Spiller's a free agent. Also, who else is on the market? You may have Ray Rice. You know.
You might as well keep Trent Richardson.
Can I take this?
Go ahead.
Can we please stop saying Ray Rice is a viable option? Like, everyone forgot this man averaged like 2.9 yards per carry before he hit Janae. Bro, it was over before Janae.
Yeah, it was over already.
This.
It was over already. The Baltimore Ravens were looking for a reason to get rid of him because they didn't want to pay him this money. And when that video came out, they was like, yes, cut immediately, get out, bye Felicia.
Yeah. So I would say Mark Ingram and a guard changed a lot of things. I give Mark Ingram and get a guard. You know what I'm saying? Get some good guard play, somebody who's like rough. I don't know who's in the draft. I got to talk to my boy Mike DeReese. Shout out to Michael DeReese. He's actually part of the staff in Indianapolis. That's my quarterback from high school. I'll talk to who they're looking at, but they definitely should be looking at some old linemen because,
please.
Yeah, listen,
You're gonna have to wrap it up.
You know what? You're gonna have to pay Andrew Luck that money because he is the future and he can ball. Once Brady and Peyton Manning retire after this year, I mean, who you have as the best quarterbacks? Tony Romo.
That's true.
The best quarterback.
Yeah.
No, he would be. No, Romo would be.
I mean, you didn't have
injuries. He'd be like right after Brady and Manning. With the injuries he got, he'll be out the door like soon after them.
Yep. That man got a broken back. Like he's not hanging around for too much longer. I give Tony Romo about like a good three more years. Before he had
2 more years.
Yeah, see, so like
I was trying to be nice.
He soon come. When they all get out, it's gonna be Wilson and Luck's league. So you gotta pay them that kind of money.
See, but that's the thing. I wanted I agree. Like he is gonna get that money. I'm just saying, if you don't have to give it to him now, don't give it to him now because let him flourish because that could be a selling point.
You're terrible.
No, I'm not negotiating for Andrew Luck. If I'm negotiating for Andrew Luck, I'm trying to get this money. But I'm saying in the best interest of the Colts, let that rookie contract linger a little bit longer. To attract some free agents. Say, hey, look, we got some space, we got some money. Yeah, like come play with the next star of the league for the next 10 years. I mean, that's more enticing. Ain't nobody gonna come there if you pay.
They already know he gotta get paid. That ain't gonna work on nobody.
That's why you go there before he get paid. That's why you go there before him.
But see, Mo, I'm gonna give you a little scenario. If for some reason Andrew Luck said he's not happy because he's not being compensated, he does have 2 playoff appearances with the Colts. I'm telling you right now, there's 31 other teams who will call the Indianapolis Colts and say, what are you giving up? What do you want for Andrew Luck? Straight up. And the one team who's not involved is the Seattle Seahawks because they got their man. But the 31 other teams, they won't. If Luck is for sale, best believe the phones will be ringing off the
hook. But that's the thing. Luck technically could be for sale right now. I mean, they could use him as the biggest bargaining chip ever. But I'm saying, why would you want to? Especially you gave up Peyton Manning for this guy. You seen what your franchise looked like. You don't have Peyton Manning or Andrew Luck. You don't want to go.
You wasting up Herschel Walker for Peyton Manning. Herschel Walker was a great chip. And that's what got the Cowboys all them Super Bowls. Andrew Luck is a once-in-10-year player. You leave him right where he's at. He's a foundational player. So you're going to have to pay him. Just get it honestly.
You have to pay him, just not right now.
What you can do is get that Colin Kaepernick special somewhere in between. See, here's the thing. Everyone gets so hyped over the number, 25 a year. Oh, my God. But in all reality, you got to look at the details. Because everyone said they paid Kaepernick too much, And then a week later, it was like, oh my God, he was the nicest man alive.
Yeah, at a time, guys. Gotta go to the next quarter. Then you gotta wrap this quarter up. We ran out of time.
All right, so fourth quarter.
You got like 10 minutes left. Let's go.
That dude kept asking for lunch money.
All right, the fourth quarter.
Whatever we don't finish, you're going overtime.
Let's
go.
The PD's
we're gonna finish this.
The PD's kicking in on him. That's what it is. Now, the fourth quarter, we got the we had some good head coaching hirings around the league. What do you guys think was a very good one, a very good coaching hire that happened in the last couple of weeks? Oh,
that's easy. That's real easy. That's John Fox to the Bears.
Yep.
That's the best coaching hire because it's a defensive oriented coach, which that defense badly needs a makeover on defense, and you have the pieces there for offense. Now I don't know what he's gonna do with Brandon Marshall and Jay Cutler and Austin Jeffrey, and he might. Because like there were rumors saying, oh, Brandon Marshall might get moved or something like that. I don't know if that's true or not. I hope it's not, because that would be dumb. But if you keep that together, if you can get, I want to see who his pick for offensive coordinator is going to be. If you can get the most out of Jay Cutler, you can minimize the turnovers and get him to play and stop force feeding Brandon Marshall and realize there's other people on the field. That could be a great team. I mean, if you fix the defense, that could be a great team.
Yeah, I gotta second that. My John Fox was the best hire. I mean, here's the thing: you needed stability and you needed a strong presence and somebody who wants to run the rock. But you know what, guys? I'm a terrible human being. I don't really care about the good hires. Shout out to Sarita and Sheldon. Jim Thomasula. You son of a guns in San and I'm going to tell you all this. This is the last time I'm going to talk about your whack-ass team because guess what? No one's going to want to talk about you next year because you're going to be ran-trained by the Rams and the Seahawks and the Cardinals. So I won't be talking about you guys because you guys hired somebody who probably was working at Subway as a job while being a defensive line coach to be your head coach.
Michael, cold cuts?
Hey,
cold cuts today.
Damn head coach, Jim Thomasula.
Get that $5 pillow on, man.
Well, here's my thing. I kind of thought that Thomasula was a great hire because, he's within the organization and he knows the defensive staff, and the 49ers fans like him. So, like, if I was a 49er fan right now, listen to what you guys are saying, I'm probably committing suicide. Nah, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real. I think Todd Bowles was the best hiring, and he went to the New York Jets only because because of the system the Jets played with the 3-4. He doesn't have to tweak nothing, add another cornerback if he wants to. I like the GM move. They have a good GM over there who could get them some good talent. I think Todd Bowles was a great hire. I ain't like the John Fox. My thing is this guy probably give you like 2 years.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, 2 years of his services, and it's a wrap. And he has a lot of work to do. I mean, the man's already talking about trying to make Brian Urlacher and the Bears organization like each other all of a sudden. You're trying to look at your history. Listen, my man, your business is looking at roster because you have a lot of work to do, a whole lot of work to do.
You don't even know Jake Cutler's name.
Jake Cutler.
He called him Jake.
Yo, Jake Cutler being there.
Twice.
Oh, good.
I mean, but here's the thing, too.
Jake from State Farm.
John Fox has got to do the hardest thing, and he's got to make sure he tells the fans the truth. It is not Jay Cutler's fault. He was born with type 1 diabetes, and that's unfortunate. But unfortunately, the truth is you can't play in the NFL with type 1 diabetes. Not because it makes you physically unstable. It makes you mentally unstable. His fluctuations without the way he doesn't know how to control his sugar well enough to keep the same mentality. That's why some games he'll light you up because he got the talent, but some days he forces it because he gets antsy, he gets irritated. He's like, I should be better than this because he can't control his emotions due to his physical ailments. And at some point, you can't be tempted by the carrot at the end of the stick. You ain't gonna get that carrot. You know what I mean? So that's what he has to do. And as Mo said, can he do it in 2? I mean, Tim, do it in 2 years? I don't know.
I don't think it's good in 2 years.
I want to go to the worst coach. I mean, like, there's somebody who that was actually a worse hire than the 49ers. What's your boy Doug Marrone doing these days?
All right, guys, you gotta wrap it up.
I'll gladly wrap it up with this. This dude went from coaching the 9-7 up-and-coming Bills team to being the offensive line coach for the Jaguars.
Well, now, you know what?
Talk about a demotion, dog. That's a bad move, considering where you just was.
Wait, hold up. Let me explain why. Only because, first of all, he quit. And if you quit, you're not going to get rehired. He didn't go somewhere where he could relax for a minute. And the reason why he quit was because he didn't want Sammy Watkins. He wasn't agreeing with the trading the draft pick.
Just trade him.
That was his thing. Like, you're going to put me as a coach and you say, I got some say so, and he took that personally. So
then why you wait till now to quit? Like, listen, why did you quit right after the draft? Say, you know what? No.
Well, that was one of the other things that happened. It could have been something that could occur weeks later. They just made him quit. I'll tell you this right now. I mean, Thomas Sewell from the 49 is probably, I'm not gonna say terrible yet because we haven't seen him. We haven't seen the progress of the team, but I will say the most unpopular move. Unpopular because we haven't seen this guy, and already they're talking about. I mean, Miss Savita, Nate, and Reginald. They don't want to. We had this conversation earlier, and they don't want to hear that Kaepernick might be getting traded. Now,
yeah,
he's not might be getting traded. He is getting traded.
You know what? That might be the best thing they do.
You heard it here first. That
might be the best thing. If they do that, Jim might have a chance.
We gotta wrap this up, but we could carry this to overtime.
Oh man.
Yeah, I mean,
overtime.
Overtime, man.
We got some time for overtime because I mean, like, hey, because we didn't even dive into this guy's experience in the NFL Europe yet. So
all right,
there you go.
All right, we're done right now.
Excellent.
Be good. 2-minute warning for Fury out. All you guys catch us on overtime on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, NFL.
All right.
That's a thing. NFL Europe is a thing. Like that's hilarious. When I read that, I was like, wait.
When I was in high school, I haven't watched NFL Europe since I had time to waste because I was young and stupid. That's what I watched because I was too young to realize time was limited. That's what I watched. That damn league.
I never watched. I mean, I'm not going over there.
I watched it.
It's just I like football. I don't like it that much.
Listen, he helped Lawrence. Remember Lawrence Phillips?
Yeah.
You guys, all right. Lawrence, he helped him get his career back with the 49ers. So I mean, listen, guys, I'm just trying to find some positive points.
Look, I mean,
with this, man.
He may not. Okay, I'll put it this way: if they fail next year, it's not really his fault. I mean,
it's not.
Everyone knows a puppet when they see one. Trent Baalke just wants that love. He wants that Jerry Jones love. That's what he's looking for. He wants to be like, I built this, and that's why he forced a 71% winning coach. 7-14.
You know what?
7-14. Force him out the door.
You know what? Without the Super Bowls, this is Jerry Jones and Jimmy Johnson all over again.
Yeah.
This is exactly what it is. The coach was getting all the glory, getting all the credit. The management didn't like it. They pushed him out. They got their guy, and now 49ers fans prepare for the 20 years of mediocreness. Because that's what's going to follow. That's what's going to follow. We've already seen this movie, so that's what's going to happen. I'm sorry, guys.
I saw obscurity. I don't know. I guess Tim was. I think we went to a personal place when we went to Jerry Jones.
No. Tim.
Not again face.
Tim is dedicated. He clicked over to watch some game film in NFL Europe, so he could he can see what his schemes were. He can see what his schemes were. So that's got to be it. Oh man, but yeah, I don't like that hire. I mean, I just don't get it. I don't know where it came from. I don't know why they thought it was a good move. And did they look around?
What did Jerry Jones tell you, Tim?
You all right, Tim? Did that one cut too deep?
No.
Bring it back to a dark place, Tim.
No. What happened was it was some 49er fans. They were looking at the show, and I guess some death threats. So I refuse to talk bad about the head coaching part. But no.
Streets is watching.
They watching you. They watching.
It's funny because it's just I don't get the hire. I don't get the move. Okay, and when you got because they were saying, oh well, he'll be a player's coach and the players like him. Anquan Bolden came out immediately and said, hey, ain't nobody go and respect this guy. When your own players is coming out as soon as you get hired, the ink on your contract. The ink on your contract is not even dry yet, and they're already questioning your authority. I mean,
my thing is, everyone was crying about how tough Jim Harbaugh was, but you know what, players? You know what's the solution to that? Wins. And when the man was a 700 coach, you take all the loud screams because you like, shit, I get wins. And so, my thing is, you can't replace a 700 winning coach with a no-name. Like, John Fox would have been better. Like, somebody who did something. But, who is this guy?
Yeah.
I think Jim Moore would have been good.
Who?
Jim Moore?
Yeah, I thought he was going to take it.
You know what? I need to see all these, I need to see who else is available for coaching because apparently there's nobody. There's just the same three dudes who just roll. Do you guys realize that Jim Tressman took over Gary Kubiak's offensive coordinator position, who took over John Fox's head coaching position, who took over
Mark Tressman.
Mark Tressman's coaching position. I'm it's just everybody just shifted to the left. I mean
this to me is a sign more of the organizations that aren't good. These are the organizations that are stuck in the past. They're too scared to innovate. I think there are a lot of coaches from college that deserve a shot. I mean, but it's a mix. There's some coaches who think football is still played like 2003. Yeah. And then there's some owner, and then you have to look at the college game. Yo, ever since Nick Saban got that dough, it's we good right here. I don't got to go up to the big leagues to eat. Because especially with the playoff and the ratings that they got this year, all those new TV contracts, it's just do I really want the stress? I can eat right here and control kids.
Yes. Nick Saban contract is almost worth $80 million. With the incentives, worth $80 million.
Because Kevin Sumlin was reported to go to the NFL, but it's just
I'm dog. I'm in SEC. I'm in SEC.
How about this move though? How about the move what happened a couple of weeks ago that we didn't even talk about when Chip Kelly, the owner, basically Chip Kelly told Jeff Lurie, trade me. He's tired. He wants to get draft his own guys. He wants to be in charge of that. So he threatened the owner to trade him to the 49ers. The owner says, "Hold on, chill out.
Chill, baby.
I'm gonna chill out." He goes and says, "Listen, Chip, you in charge of all player movement and drafting. Howie Roseman, you just sign whatever Chip brings in. That's it." Now, that's going to be a soap opera this year because I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. And I see it. Chip Kelly is going to sell out.
From Mariota?
Get mad.
We knew that, but Tim, water is wet. Like we knew this was gonna go. We knew this was gonna happen. And as soon as Chip Kelly got to the league, he was. I bet you he was asking people, "Hey, can I just bring him with me? Do I need to draft him? Can I just bring him now?" Like he was salad. He was foaming at the mouth for this guy. He wants this system was designed for Mariota. He was born in the system. He would trade his left testicle for Mariota.
It was so many Eagles fans that keep saying, "Oh, but we need a cornerback. We need a listen." He's not going to be coming here having Mark Sanchez, Nick Foles, or maybe even Tebow next, maybe try the offense. They ain't going to do it. He's going to come out and he's going to throw it on. I want Mariota back. He probably could have Mariota last year.
I think he's gonna get him or Kaepernick, honestly.
Okay, I'm glad you said that, Mike, because there was rumors that they want Kaepernick. They was trying to give a second-round pick a couple of years ago for Kaepernick. This may be a first-round pick, so I think that's Plan B. That would be Plan B. Kaepernick.
Much to my
guys, wrap it up.
LaShawn McCoy is not going to be on the Eagles, and I don't know if he'll be worth keeping in my keeper league.
But Mike,
he might not be. He might not be.
But Mo, I think right now what we need to do is congratulate Mike and his team right now, because if Plan A goes into plan, I see Chip Kelly giving y'all a lot of cold cuts.
Yeah, you're not about to get cold cuts. You're not about to get some cold cuts.
I want your house. I want your engagement ring. I want your pizza. I even want the leftovers you had yesterday. Give it a ring. Give me a polish of stainless steel.
Oh, man, yeah.
Give me some Clorox bleach right down the counters because I have the house. I want it all. I want it all.
It's going to be so easy. It's going to be so easy. Like they got like Tampa. Like as soon as Tampa read that, because I know they saw it. Tampa read that, they better be ready. They got a laundry list of stuff that they want for that number one pick. Like, yo, look, because we know y'all that desperate enough. If you that desperate enough to give up an NFL head coaching job for this one guy, you already know he's about to give up all 53 men on that roster. It'll just be him and Mariota on the field. He don't even care. Like, as long as Mariota's there with him, he don't care.
Long hair don't care.
All right. So, Tim, Mo, Mike, we out.
Yes, sir.
Easy.
Peace out, y'all.
Bye, Felicia.